This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget. And this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe, smash the like. If you're a current subscriber, you know the routine. Come on in, make yourself at home. You are deeply appreciated. This week takes me to the pawn shop in Lakeland, Florida. Probably go here maybe a couple times a year. Usually find some pretty cool stuff. Great selection of DVDs, cheaper than Dollar Tree. Some out of print joints, so good pickup. As usual, I have my classic pick for the week. This week my 3D pick is a rare out of print find, so stay tuned for that. But before I get into what I picked up for the week, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these strange individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I'd just like to share some of the things I've watched, either streaming, either live in the theater, or physical media. I'm going to kick it off with something I saw streaming. This is 2023's Cocaine Bear. This is a comedy horror thriller, actually based on a real life story. It's directed by Elizabeth Banks. Yes, it's Elizabeth Banks, the actress from Hunger Games, Invincible. You have Kerry Russell. You have Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Christian Cumbery, and the late Ray Liotta from Goodfellas. Very interesting. Actually kind of funny film. Not to spoil anything though, but these drug dealers lose some of their product, and somehow this bear gets into the product and he goes amok, and the story revolves around that. Very funny story. Sometimes fact is actually stranger than fiction sometimes. So, but good watch it streaming, get the opportunity to check out 2023's Cocaine Bear. My next pick is a throwback. This is 1999's 10 Things I Hate About You, a teen romantic comedy directed by Gil Younger, based on, which I didn't realize, Taming of the Shrew. I think also Pygmalion. So that's been done, I don't know how many times. The Taming of the Shrew, I think Barbara Streisand did once, and there's been several movies on that. Stars Julia Stiles, the late Heath Ledger, the Joker, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Larissa Oleynik, and Gabrielle Union. I didn't realize she was in there. She didn't get any credits in there. Very fine, Gabrielle Union, young. This revolves around two sisters. One's very social, one's very antisocial, Julia Stiles, and their father who's raising them. And he's a single father, and he made a rule, basically, when the unsociable daughter finds a date, then the younger one can date. So the movie revolves around that. Very cute 90s, early 2000 film. It was wild seeing Heath Ledger. He gave this smile, just like, oh shit, that is the Joker. Well, if you like these throwback teen romantic comedies, you'll like the classic 10 Things I Hate About You. My next pick is another physical media, the ABCs of Death. Very unique picture. This is 26 different short movies, each movie representing a different letter of the alphabet, starting with A, ending at Z. This spans over 15 different countries. So some of it's in English, a lot of it's not in English, some of it's really no dialogue at all. But they go the different ways people can die, representing each letter of the alphabet. Very wild. As it gets towards the end of the alphabet, the stories get even wilder. And I didn't realize they actually have a sequel, so I have to go find the ABCs of Death Part 2 somewhere. So if you like very quirky, somewhat sadistic and funny kind of I guess it's horror, check out the ABCs of Death. My last one is actually an Academy Award winning movie. I'm not a big fan of the Academy Awards, but this is Everything Everywhere All at Once, a 2022, which I didn't know this is a genre, absurdist comedy drama, directed and written by Daniel Kwan, starring Michelle Yeoh. You know Michelle Yeoh, she is the quintessential female martial artist star from Super Cop 2 to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You have Stephanie Sue. You have the famous Jamie Lee Curtis, who also won an Academy Award for this. Jamie Lee Curtis from the Scream movies, from the True Lies movie. You have Ke Huy Quan, which I didn't know he was still acting. You may know Ke Huy Quan from Short Round, Indiana Jones, of course Data from Goonies, from my 80s people out there. You have James Hong. I didn't realize the guy's 94 years old. Looks fantastic. Great movie. It deals with multiple universes and Michelle Yeoh and her husband's relationship and the relationship with her father and her daughter. Excellent movie. I have to address the elephant in the room, however, though, the Academy Awards. I haven't watched the Academy Awards probably since Do the Right Thing, when Michelle Pfeiffer basically kind of admonished the Academy Awards for not nominating Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing. So, not a big fan of award shows. I don't know who was up for Best Actress against Michelle Yeoh. She did a damn good job. So, I don't know what she was competing against or who she was competing against, but I think she did a great job. Ke Huy Quan, I think he won Best Supporting Actor. I don't know who he was against, though, but fantastic job. Jamie Lee Curtis, great performance. Was she better than Angela Bassett in Wakanda Forever? My wife gave her a really good answer. She said she didn't think either performances, Jamie Lee Curtis or Angela Bassett, garnered a Academy Award nomination. She said the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once is kind of made for the Academy. Wakanda Forever, superhero pictures, they probably won't get respect because the Academy really doesn't acknowledge movies like that. Personally, I thought Stephanie Sue, who played the daughter, was more memorable than Jamie Lee Curtis as far as that performance. Between Jamie Lee Curtis and Angela Bassett, come on, you know. Angela Bassett, she should have won it years ago when she did Tina Turner. Between the two, I think Angela Bassett would have been better though, but that's my opinion. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video.
We're back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my pawn shop pickups here. Have my classic pickup for the week, as well as my 3D pickup. Let me get these scanned in so we can get into this and get you good people on your way. Give me just a minute. All right, let's kick it off with some of the DVDs I picked up at the pawn shop. World's Wildest Street Fights. With the pawn shop, and a lot of times with pawn shops or even online, if you get a certain amount, they'll give you a break. So with this one, if I got 10, they went down from $1 to 75 cents. So this is kind of one of the extra ones I kind of put in to make my 10. And who was this distributed by? Probably no one ever heard. Extreme XG. Extreme XEG, I guess. World's Wildest Street Fights. Next we have Paranoid with young Jessica Alba. I'm not really familiar with these guys right here. This is a Lionsgate release. I think this is one of those suspense thrillers, Paranoid. Next we have the crack shot himself, Adam Baldwin. Who else here? Jeremy Sisto. That sounds familiar, but not really familiar. And no one else. The Thirst. Requiem for a Dream meets Near Dark. And Vampire Picture. Never heard of it though, but I thought it was interesting. It had Adam Baldwin in it, so Adam Baldwin. Got the chapter card. Interesting. And this is Stars release. The Thirst. Next we have something that I had the disc before, but I didn't have the artwork. Oddly enough, this, when I scan it in, it comes through as the twin effect, but it's the vampire effect. Featuring or special guest Jackie Chan, so he's probably in there a hot minute. It's been a while since I've seen this specific movie. And this is a Sony TriStar release. Still trying to get this on Blu-ray for a decent price. I have this on DVD, Vampire Hunters. That's interesting. Of course, I have Underworld, Vampire Effect. With special guest Jackie Chan. This, when I got this, I actually thought this was The Princess Blade. Didn't realize I hadn't watched this before. Not a bad movie, low budget martial arts with a little bit of a Kill Bill feel to it. Azumi. And when I started watching this, I was like, okay, this is not Princess Blade. This is something totally different though. But still a decent movie. Have the special extra disc artwork inside. Coming soon, Azumi 2. And this is I'm not sure who the distributor is on this. The Astrovision, Azumi, and was able to get Azumi 2, which I haven't seen. But the first Azumi's not bad. It's in the first 30 minutes. It's kind of lighthearted, kind of fun. Then all of a sudden, the master basically has his students do the most heinous act before they go out on their first mission. So, not a bad storyline. Azumi 2, Love or Duty, an assassin must choose. And this is the same distributor, Altavision, same distributor. Over here, Azumi 2. I've heard a lot about, I think I might have a bootleg of Vampire Hunter D. I've heard stuff about that. As being a good anime vampire movie. And if you're heard anything or seen that, leave a comment in the comment section of Zoomy 2. Next we have, to complete the trilogy, I have Beef 1 and Beef 2. Now I have Beef 3. If you're not familiar with the Beef, this is basically a documentary on infamous or famous beefs between different rappers. I think the first one might have been LL and Kumo D. You might have had Cube and NWA. And some of these younger ones I'm not that familiar with, such as The Game and, well, I am familiar with The Game and 50 and all that. Some of the other disputes I really wasn't that aware of. I've really been that much into hip-hop over the past 20 years. So, but Beef 3, this is a Image, and I think QD3 release, Beef 3. Next we have Blind Buy. Mostly they're blind buys, except for a couple. Red Sky, a film by Mario Van Peebles. Yeah, Bill Pullman. Who else do I recognize? Rachel Lee Cook and Mario. So I'm assuming this is kind of like an action thriller. Nice little slipcover. And who is the distributor on this? Not sure. The Inception Media Group. Maybe that's Mario's personal distributor, I don't know. Red Sky. Nice slipcover. Next we have the sequel to Feast, which was a pretty decent cult classic. This, not so much, very much on the cheesy side for the sequel. Only person I really recognize out of this is old boy from Martin and from The Cosby Show. Everyone else, I recognize him. I think it might be Mini-Me, I'm not positive. And the rest of the cast, not familiar with. Just an okay sequel, not even close to being as good as the first one. It tried to be a little tongue-in-cheek like the first one, but it was more just cheesy and silly. But still interesting watch. And let's see, I have this one. I have Black Sheep, the comedy. I have Teeth, which I haven't seen before, Diary of the Dead. And I do not have, was it Wizard Gore, Rogue, Inside, and Storm Warning. So I have to keep a look out for those when I hit the pawn shop. Feast 2, this is a Dimension Extreme release. Dimension release. Okay, go back in your home. Oh, there you go. Feast 2. Next, I already had this, but I wanted to slip cover. Plus, I had to get 10, and I was running out of viable options. Anchor Bay release. Very good action movie. Excellent action movie. Salma Hayek. Everly. And this is a out of print Anchor Bay release with a slipcover, Everly. That was the last of the DVDs. Now we have 2 Blu-rays, one of the 2. Tommy Lee Jones. I think I'm gonna get this at Hamilton Book, but for $1, much better. Image release. Oh boy from Crazy Lady Show. Roseanne. Goodman, John Goodman. Tommy Lee Jones. Electric Mist. Who is this? Image release. Yeah. Artwork on the back. I guess that's the Bayou, I guess. Electric Mist. And the last one, not a bad horror parody. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I know him from think it's like over 30 some television show he had. I think that's him. I'm not positive. It's a magnet release. Fun comedy horror picture. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. So these are everything I picked up at the pawn shop. And this is what I paid for it, if you can see. Let's see this right here. $12. So $12 for that. Not a bad pick. My classic pick for the week. Jimmy Cliff, reggae legend. The Harder They Come. Very gritty Jamaican drama / action. If you're not used to Jamaican accents, you might want to put the subtitles on. It's not quite hardcore patois, but very hard Jamaican, kind of hard Jamaican accent. So very interesting film though. Have the special features, which I haven't seen. No Place Like Home, haven't seen this one either. I might just check out the extras on this. Just too many movies, not enough time. The Harder They Come, excellent movie, shout release. And my 3D pick for the week, Ratchet and Clank. This is a real Brazil version. I don't think they have an American 3D version. I think the regular one is just 2D. But Ratchet and Clank. And these are my pickups for the week. Give me a minute to separate the plastic from the artwork and the disc and get you good people on your way. Hold on. I have almost everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C's in Charlie, L's in Lima, Z's in Zulu. Everything scanned in except for Ratchet and Clank in 3D. Let's knock this out here. I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you hanging in there, leaving comments. If you made this far, give me the big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, smash the subscribe button. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone be safe. Deuces.